Hey guys, it's Nick from F150LEDs.com. Today we've got our 2017 Ford Super Duty in the shop, and we've shown you how to swap out those dim, dingy tail lamp bulbs with our CREE MKIII lights. They're extremely bright, they look fantastic, and they're going to make you and your family safer because you're going to be much more noticeable to traffic all around you. The upgrade's easy, and it's going to work whether you've got a non-BLIS halogen assembly or a halogen with BLIS equipped. And we'll show you the differences as we go. Before we jump into it, please take a quick second to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps other Ford owners just like you find our content. Thanks, we really appreciate your support. The first thing that we need to do to remove this assembly is remove these two 5/16 bolts here on the inside. With those bolts removed, we'll be able to kind of pull back on this assembly and also away from the bed of the truck at the same time. There's just some compression tabs that come loose, and that expose our bulbs and harnesses here. With the counterclockwise turn, you'll be able to release the bulbs from the housing. Okay, so let's take a quick second to talk about some of the differences between the 2017 to 18 and 19 housings with the redesign in 2020 and concurrent to today's date. So our 17 to 19 model utilizes two red bulbs on this unit located here at the top and bottom for the running light, brake light, as well as turn signals. And a change they did in 2020 is they separated the turn signal into its own separate amber bulb. So your two red bulbs now act as running lights and brake lights, but not turn signals. There's a separate amber bulb that operates as your turn signal. So on the 17 to 19 housings, you're going to need one resistor per active turn signal. So that means you'll have two resistors that we're about to install for this unit, whereas on our 20 and up models, you're only going to need one resistor for the one amber bulb. Another thing to note on this 20 and up model is it's equipped with BLIS. So if your unit's equipped with BLIS, your amber bulb is actually going to be located under this metal plate. And we'll show you how to take that off in just a second. But if it's not equipped with BLIS, the bulb will be exposed similar to this so that you'll have easy access. Now we can go and swap out these old halogen bulbs, making sure that they're not hot. Grab from the base and pull directly out. And we can reinsert our CREE MKIII bulb in place. On this particular model, due to the housing configuration, it includes a shorter MKIII. So if you get a shorter MKIII, make sure it goes on the bottom socket. Now with both our bulbs installed, you can go ahead and take your key fob and hit unlock. Make sure, wow, those things are, I don't think the camera can capture it, but that is extremely bright. If the bulb does not light, what we can do, go ahead and lock, turn the lights off, flip it 180 degrees. These are polar sensitive. Let's try it again. Yes, okay, so both lights are now active. So now we can install our resistor, and then we'll get our taillight assembly back in place. Now we need to mount our resistors. So we can go ahead and put them on the back wall here of this opening behind the tail lamp assembly. Then we're going to mark our drill points. What these resistors are going to do is prevent any type of hyper flashing from occurring, because the LEDs are much more efficient, so the truck can actually think that the bulb is out because it's used to the draw from the halogen. So we're going to use a 5/64 bit to drill a pilot hole. You're going to want to make sure that you are kind of on the outside. You don't want to drill too close into the bed because you can actually come through the wall. And then we're going to take our, do this one here. We'll take our self-tapping screw. Remember, if your Super Duty utilizes a single amber turn signal, you only need one resistor. This truck is utilizing two red bulbs for its turn signal, so it's going to need two resistors installed here. Another thing that you want to make sure that you're careful about is that where you place these resistors are not going to be in contact with any wiring or plastic, because they can get hot. So you don't want wires up against that. Okay. Now that our resistors are installed here, we'll be able to connect them to the harness to prevent any type of hyperflashing. To connect our resistors to the truck's harness, we're going to use our easy quick splice T-tap connectors here. So you're just going to slide your resistor wire here in the opening back channel, and then we're going to use some pliers to push down on this, and you'll hear it click. That way you know it's locked in place. And then we'll be able to use this open channel here over the wire. Now, when you're taking a look at your wires from your bulb, you're going to want to always use the two outside wires. Those are the ones that you want your resistor connected to. So we're going to slide our wire here right over it. We'll push down, grab some pliers. Make sure you hear that click. And then we'll do the same for our other side. Slide our resistor here into the T-tap connector channel. Push down. Get it click into place. Open this side. Just slide it up over the wire. Very easy to do. And then clip it in place. That's all there is to getting our resistor installed here on this bulb. Now, because we have another one, we'll do it for the other socket in the same manner. And that's all there is to getting our resistors installed here. Okay, so now we can get our bulbs reinstalled, making sure that we put our longest bulb here at the top. Line up our tabs. And a clockwise turn here will lock it into place. A reverse bulb. Lock that into place, and then we'll take our, for this housing, shorter MKIII here at the bottom. Line it up. Clockwise turn. Now we can push our wires, making sure that our harness is not making contact with our resistors. Line up our push-in tabs, like so. And then we can replace our two 5/16 bolts here on the inside, and we'll be done. For reference, we wanted to come back and show you this 2020 assembly here. So again, our red bulbs here at the top and bottom are going to be used for our running lights and our brake lights. So we can install those like we did on the prior assembly. Make sure the bulbs are not hot when you're removing them. Those halogen bulbs can get extremely hot because they're so inefficient. Okay, now here's the difference that you may run into. So remember, on our 2020 and up assemblies, the amber bulb is our turn signal. So it's going to be split away from these two red bulbs. So we've got to add an additional amber bulb here. Now, this unit is equipped with a BLIS system. So your amber bulb is actually located under this plate. Now, if your housing doesn't have BLIS, it's just going to be a simple connector just like this one with a counterclockwise turn to release and a clockwise turn to lock into place. So when you go to install your resistor, you'll just use those two outside wires on that amber socket. Now, to get to our amber bulb here, because this unit is equipped with BLIS, we'll want to use our 9/32 socket here to remove these three bolts. And that will allow us to pull this unit directly away. And as you see, we've got a socket here, and that is our turn signal bulb. So it's a little bit tricky to get your hand in here with this BLIS assembly, but the counterclockwise turn, you'll be able to wiggle it away from the housing. Whoops. Now we can replace this amber bulb here with our amber LED bulb. Push in firmly, make sure it's seated all the way down. With our new LED amber bulb installed, we can put it back into the housing here, and with a clockwise turn, we'll be able to lock it into place. And then we'll be able to get our bliss assembly here set back. Oops. There you go. I'm gonna make sure it lines up with these two tabs here. Push it down. And then we're gonna put our 3 screws back into place. Once these screws are in place, the only thing that would be left for us to do is to connect our resistors. Now it's going to be a little different than the other assemblies because unlike the other assemblies where you had wires coming from your bulb socket, you're going to have a harness here that goes to the bliss system. And you're going to take your resistor, because you only need one, because you only have one amber turn signal, and you're going to connect on your passenger side, you can connect to the blue wire and the green-orange wire. And on your driver's side, you're going to connect to the blue wire and the gray-blue wire. And once you do that, you'll be good to go. So that's all there is to upgrading your dim factory lighting to our CREE MKIII LED tail lights on your 2017 and up Ford Super Duty truck, regardless of whether you've got a full halogen assembly or halogen with bliss assembly. It's a great upgrade. Not only does it look fantastic, but it's going to make you and your family safer at night because you're definitely going to stand out on the roadways. We highly recommend the upgrade. You can check it out, as well as all of our custom built LED lighting products built specifically for your Ford Super Duty at F150LEDs.com. We truly appreciate your support. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you at F150LEDs.com soon. Thanks, guys.